Prep Rally Live.
On tape.
This is going to be the final edition for the season, and we're going to bring you the West Termite Pest and Lawn Game of the Week. This game this week is the state championship in Class 4A. Shiloh Christian going for a repeat against Joe T. Robinson.
Is Shiloh Christian back?
That's a shock. I know it's a shocker. They're going to go against Joe T. Robinson Saturday night, 6:30 at War Memorial for a chance to repeat as state champions, for a chance to win the program's 9th state championship overall, and their final game in Class 4A, Ricky, as they make that move to the 5A West after this year for football.
Man, that's a great tradition. Great. I mean, I can't wait till you get start telling people about the game you saw. What was it, 89, 83?
Something like that, yeah, 114 to 112.
Woo, man.
But it seemed like it was.
You know what? They deserve it. They went undefeated last year. Well, they got one loss this year.
Well, they lost one last year, too, to Sand Springs Page.
Oh, I forgot about that.
This year, one loss, Sand Springs Page.
Oh, okay.
But last week, Ricky, now, originally on the schedule, you were down to cover the game. I was not going to be here. One of the best decisions that I've ever made, and let me tell you, that bar ain't real high, okay? But one of the best decisions I've made is I did not take my trip down to the Badlands of Texas. I stayed here, had a little sick puppy I had to take care of.
Oh, I understand.
So I told Ricky I'll take the game, and I'm glad that I did. What a tremendous game. 57-54, Shiloh Christian over Arkadelphia, a very good Arkadelphia team. It was back and forth. It was like watching the NBA in the 70s, Ricky. It was a layup by Dr. J. It was, coming back here, Earl the Pearl slicing through the lane and putting up a – it was
Joe
awesome.
Klein.
Absolutely. It was awesome.
Joe Klein.
It was awesome. Shiloh Christian ends up winning it. They drive about 60 yards, a little less, 54, something like that yards, on the ground, 3 plays. Your boy, Ben Baker.
Love that guy. Where's number 13? Which tells me
he ain't scared.
He ain't scared.
He ain't scared. Black Cats.
Yeah, Black Cats going to the ladder.
Don't care.
He's not the biggest old boy. You tell me about all the great athletes Arkadelphia has.
Yeah.
And Shiloh's got some too.
They do.
But Ben, he's about 5'8". He scored 5 touchdowns. 204 yards.
Yes.
Special teams.
Did that.
Secondary.
Played safety.
Went up there at halftime and hand out chocolate.
He did that. He did that. And also
brought you a double cheeseburger.
Yes, and led the marching band. Did all of it. Got all of that. All of that. Ben Baker does it all.
Love that guy. Just an average guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not going to scare you with his physicality, the way he looks. But, man, there's nobody you ever have out on that football field. I was talking to his coach, Jeff Conaway, one of the best performance at Shiloh Christian as a running back.
Ben Baker, coach, I mean, when you had to have him in the fourth quarter, you just gave him the ball over and over. Was there any doubt that's what you were going to do?
We felt like we had some advantages, and he exploited them, and that's exactly what a running back should do. But kudos to him for playing both ways, all 3 phases of the game. That dude played a lot of snaps tonight, and he finished at that fourth quarter as well as I've ever seen him finish.
Neither team could have done anything more to have won this game. Arkadelphia couldn't have done anything more than they did. Shiloh couldn't have done anything more than they did. It's like the Arkadelphia coach said, it's a shame somebody had to lose.
Yep.
I don't feel bad about my guys. We left it all on the field, and they did. They left it on the field. They lost.
Like I said, I can't say enough about these seniors. This is a heck of a group that we've got. We led the entire 4A in offense. Our defenses played extremely well. There's a great Shiloh Christian offense over there. We made a lot of plays tonight, and we just came up short. That's what it was. Great job.
They lost their star running back in the second quarter, Jay Sean Davis. Shiloh kid went in and planted that dude. Now let me tell you, Jay Sean Davis is a dude. That dude's a dude. He's a dude now. About 6'2", 225, something like that. Was just hammering Shiloh over and over. They tackled him hard. Nice clean shot. Took him down. Hate to see a kid go down with an injury, but he did. He played about 6 or 7, maybe more snaps after that. Wasn't ever the same. A big loss for them. But their quarterback, Donovan Witten, big kid. He's a junior. He took that team on his back, put them on his back, and said, we're going to win this game. And he took his team down over and over and over again to get scores, including a touchdown pass with about 1:50 to go in the game, okay, something like that, 2 minutes, to give them the lead, 54, whatever, 48 or something like that, and left too much time on the clock. Shiloh Christian took that kickoff, They took it down three
How many
plays.
plays?
Your
3
boy
plays.
Ben Baker.
My boy
run,
run,
20 yards, run, 20 yards, run, touchdown.
Wow. And now, how would you rate it? Is this the best game you've seen all year?
Oh, without a doubt.
Without a doubt?
Without a doubt.
Wow.
It surpassed the Conway-Fayetteville game, I think, because just the sheer excitement of going back and forth, back and forth. So a few numbers in this game, Ricky. 111 combined points for the two teams. 1,069 combined yards for the two teams. Arkadelphia ran 89 offensive plays. Shiloh ran 84 offensive plays. You already mentioned Ben Baker, 205 yards rushing and 5 touchdowns. So a lot of numbers in that game.
You did all the stats on this too?
And
how many days did it take you?
And when Ben Baker had to go back and play, I sold popcorn and made hot chocolate and delivered it to everybody in the stand. I did it all. So what a great game. Now, Ricky, you mentioned Joe T. Robinson, very, very good team. Their numbers every bit as good as Shiloh Christian's. How do you see this game shaking down?
Oh, my gosh. Shiloh Christian, defending champions. Joe T. Robinson, by the way, was named after a senator. So all you young people.
And they are the senators.
Look it up. Why are they called a senator?
Yeah.
And it said,
Look at it.
1957, Joe T. Robinson.
This is history, boys and girls. Fun with history.
This is history right here.
Yes.
But let's get back to football. Joe T. Robinson, they're physical. Maybe they're going to be a little bit faster.
Maybe.
They got some good athletes down there. But, man, you did not deny Shiloh Christian. I think Shiloh Christian, they go to the rock. I mean, them kids in the back there, they're going to be, man, are we there yet? We there yet? And soon as they get there, boom, Shiloh Christian win this game. They would defend their state championship before they move up next year, go to the next level.
To the next level. And, Ricky, I'm excited. This will put the end to football season here, and in Henry Apple, and we've been talking about this and how it's going to shake up.
Henry knows stuff.
You're going to, 7A is going to be a little different, going to be a little odd, because Little Rock Catholic's going to drop out of 7A. We know
6A,
that.
yeah.
They're going to go 6A, so it's going to create an odd number for 7A. That odd number is going to carry down to 6A because you're going to have PA, who won the 5A state championship. They're going to come up to 6A. Little Rock Christian coming up to 6A, Little Rock Catholic going down to 6A, so there's going to be 43 teams in Class 6A, it seems like, but it's only going to be 19. But anyway, 19. One conference will have 10 teams, one conference will have 9 teams, so that'll be a little wacky. But the 5A West, granted, I know Shiloh has a championship game to play for this Saturday, but I personally cannot wait until next year in the 5A West. Farmington, Harrison, Shiloh, Prairie Grove, Alma, Pea Ridge. It's Harrison. It's like the old 4A again, except we're coming in with Harrison and Alma. So the 4A1 is marrying up with those, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
But that's next year.
That's next.
But
and Henry Apple will probably have an article explaining that. I always have to go to Henry because he knows the little towns and directions and who ought to be in this conference, that conference. So I look forward to Henry.
Well, it'll be interesting. Now, also the 4A1 loses. They lose Shiloh and Prairie Grove. They lose him. So 2 teams will come back into the 4A1 that we probably haven't seen. It could be Ozark. We don't know. It might be, I don't know. They might bring Nashville up here and play in the 4A1. I'm just kidding. I would love that, though. That'd be pretty fun. Bring Warren and Nashville up. That'd be great. They're not going to do that, but that would be fun. So anyway, that's what's happening in the 4A. Shiloh Christian, Joe T., Saturday night, 6:30, War Memorial. Now, Ricky, before we get going, we'll talk a little bit about the 7A state championship game that was played Saturday night down at War Memorial. Fayetteville came close to knocking off 3-time, 4-time, 11-time, whatever it was, defending state champion Bryant. Ricky, Fayetteville could have won the game. They didn't. Props to Bryant. They did what they had to do.
That's what champions do.
That's what they do.
That's why they've won 4 in a row.
Exactly. But Fayetteville, what a tremendous season they had. Coming off of last year was a downer, the way that season ended for them. We've talked about this ad nauseum. Fayetteville used that as motivation, especially my boy, Bladen Fike. Still my boy. You my boy.
Yep.
What a great season. He had 4,000 yards passing, 3,014 touchdowns or something like that. I don't know. There's a bunch of them. But they're going to lose a lot.
Yeah.
Next year. They'll lose a lot, but what a great ride these seniors gave them.
You know what? I've been doing this over 30 years, and I always tell people my easiest year was when I had 2005 Springdale High,
Wow, yeah.
Mitch Mustang, Damian Williams. I had most of the story written at halftime because they'd be ahead 30 points at halftime.
Right.
So I'm sitting here just wondering what I'm going to have for supper after, and then that was easy. But I can't remember having a more fun team to follow than the
They've
Fayetteville
been a lot of
Bulldogs.
fun,
They were a fun team to watch.
Yes.
A lot of offense. I mean, watching Isaiah Satania take a little, what do you call that, bubble screen right there,
Yep.
and going about 80 yards. Watching Bladen Fike scramble around right up to the line of scrimmage and just perfectly lay the ball over a defender's head into the breadbasket, one of the other receivers.
Jalen Blackburn.
Jalen Blackburn, Cattell, other guy, and then watching our boy K9.
Yes, sir,
our boy
K9.
K9. That's Caden Turner. Yeah, hell, I forgot his name. K9, Caden Turner, watching him just blow up people.
Yeah.
Outstanding defensive player. And then he'd go in when they get to the goal line. You know, who's going to stop K9 from scoring right there? Hardly nobody. At the end of the year, I saw him come back from a 27-6 deficit to beat Cabot, and then they come back and won and beat Conway.
Yes.
So they've been absolute fun team to watch. And I think they come within like a 4th down stop of winning the state championship.
They did.
They got that close. They have nothing to be ashamed about. What a great
job.
year.
Casey
what
did.
Great,
wow,
oh
great job over
Casey
there.
Did a great job.
Did a great job. So that was a lot of fun. Also,
Yeah.
Ricky Boonville had a great season, made it to the semifinals in Class 3A, ran into a buzzsaw Friday night at Harding Academy. That's okay. Harding
That's
Academy
happened before.
buzzsawed a lot
Yeah.
of people. So Harding got to beat Boonville in that one. Harding goes back to the state championship game for a chance to win their 3rd in a row. Good luck to them. They're going to Class 4A next year, so get you some of that. They won't be getting any Shiloh Christian, but they're going to be getting them some Nashville and some Arkadelphia. Oh, by the way, Donovan Witten was a junior at Arkadelphia.
That quarterback.
Come on up, Harding Academy. We're going to get you some. Going to get you some 4A. There you go.
Boys.
There
we
you
got
go.
you.
There you go. So a lot of fun. We appreciate you guys watching us all year long, but we really appreciate West Termite Pest and Lawn all season long for sponsoring the game of the week. Thank you to them and putting high school athletics as a priority.
How do they do that thing?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just looks like a circle.
We love our sponsors.
Yes.
Because we couldn't do it without them.
Absolutely. So that'll be the last. This will be the last show that we'll do for this season, but we'll come back next year. Ricky and I'll be back bringing you all the shenanigans that we bring you every week. Ricky's
Looking
finally,
better than ever.
I wouldn't go that far. Ricky finally got his part down. He's got on tape down. I think we're good. He's going to work on a little bit more in the offseason, make it a little bit better on that delivery, but
on tape.
On tape. Yeah, we're working on it. Off season, we're going to get him a strength and conditioning coach, and he's going to work on that on tape in off season. He's got it.
I say that when we start or at the finish.
See, you got work to do.
On tape. Yeah,
Still got work to do.
Off season workouts. Yep.
Absolutely. So I'm Chip Souza for Rick Fires. Thanks for being with us every week. Prep Rally Live.
On tape.
He's got it.